In this video, I'm going to show you a money glitch in Dragon's Dogma 2 that will make you 300,000 gold per hour. This is another one of those exploits that's so good, I guarantee you all the major YouTubers are going to copy me again, just like back in Starfield. Just be aware, if you see this anywhere else and they say anything more than 300,000 gold per hour, they're clickbaiting you. But enough about me, let's go ahead and help you. So this gold trick is done at Melv, but not only Melv, we got a few different things to do. So the first way we do this will make us maybe 150 to 200,000 gold per hour. We're gonna have to do that a little bit to get some gold in order to get some things to bump this up to 300,000 gold per hour. Now you'll need Melv, and you'll need to be able to go to the checkpoint rest town. That's like the minimum requirements for the first step of this. But then later on, you're ideally gonna want to have back Batal as well in order to bump this up to 300,000 gold per hour. All of this can be done very early game. If you want to know how to get to back Batal through the gate easily, you can do that without even doing the main story. I mean, I was doing this gold method when I was still on call kill the enemies basically at the capital. So I mean, you can do this whenever you want. So the first thing you're going to need is some amount of gold. Now, you can see at the top right, I've been doing this a little bit. I got 150,000. I've already, banged out like 400,000, but I've spent it on various things. But you only need to get started just a few thousand. If you just need a few thousand, just go out and kill some things, loot some things. You'll have a few thousand in no time. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Melv, which again is right here on the map. And there's this one store in Melv. So you're going to go to the store, and you're going to talk to this guy, and you're going to buy. Now, the fastest way to do this is, I don't know what it's going to be on PC, but there's left bumper, right bumper, L1, R1 to swap between these tabs. Whatever that is, immediately when you come in here, you just swap to the tab, and you can press left and then left. You can go left on both these to go to the max amount. You're going to buy 5 apples, and you're going to buy 5 grapes. I know it sounds insane. And you think, how in the world would buying apples and buying grapes going to make me money? But dang, does it make some serious money. So you're going to do that, and you're going to go right to this bench. This is the best place to do this. It's one of the only places you can buy these things. Then you're going to doze off a few times. Now, you can watch the sky in the background if you twist your camera. You just want to get night to pass and start a new day. So right there, it's almost morning, so one more cycle. There we go, it's the next day. And now he'll have restocked the grapes and the apples. Now we talk to him again. Buy, swap tab, buy both of those, purchase, back out, cancel. You do it as fast as reasonable for you. The faster you do it, the faster you make money. Now you're going to repeat this process a few times. Ideally, you repeat this process 4 to 5 times. You don't want to do it more than 5 because by the 5th time, the grapes and the apples will start rotting, and it's just wasting your time when you have that happen. So I'm going to buy one more of these. But when you get to the 4th and 5th day, the grapes and the apples will start to ripen. So you're kind of at a point where you have to do something with them or they're just going to start rotting. So, just do this till the 4th or 5th day. Then what you're going to do is go into the inn, and you're going to talk to this guy who is so conveniently right next to the store. It's just like all the stars align for this. It's crazy. So you're going to organize storage, deposit, and you're going to deposit the grapes, the apples, and if you have any ripened grapes or ripened apples, deposit those as well. Now, keep in mind, you can only have 100 of each of these in here at a time. So it's actually ideal to do 4 to 5 cycles, so you at least get 5 to 10 of the ripened ones each time, just to, be able to get more things in here, because you'd rather have, if ideally 200 of, 100, 100 ripened apples and 100 normal apples, but it's not really practical to do that. You'll end up with like 50, if you do it right, you'll end up with like 50 ripened apples, 50 ripened grapes, and then 100 apples and 100 grapes once you finally get full. So you'll just keep buying until you're either out of money. Well, you want to keep a little bit of money, a few hundred if you're starting out. But you're going to do this till you're basically out of funds. Oh, and right now I would need to sit again, whatever. But you get the point. So repeat that. Stock up on apples. Put them in storage. When you put them in storage, they either don't rot or they don't rot like very fast at all. So you basically can keep them in there forever. I think maybe if you keep adding them, they don't rot. I don't know exactly the mechanics of it. All I know is I can just keep doing this till I have 100 apples and 100 grapes and all that stuff in there. Jam that thing full, and then we're on to the next step to make money. So now you're going to leave Melv. On the way out, you can wait for an ox cart. You're going to take an ox cart over to the capital, which if you don't know how ox carts work, I can explain real fast. The easiest way to use an ox cart is to just sit in the back, and then the guy will ask for a fee, and then you just pay the fee, and then you wait a second, and then you can doze off, and it'll skip it, or you're able to find something along the way if you've never used it before. If you already know, then you know. But anyway, we're going to fast travel over to the capital. Once you get to the capital, you're going to go to the western side to the other ox cart station. You're going to wait for an ox cart here, and do the exact same thing to go get to the checkpoint rest town. Now, once you get here, you're going to look for a certain wandering merchant who happens to be here right now. But keep in mind, he actually travels. So we're looking for this guy right here, George, okay? And I'm going to back up for a sec. He actually wanders between the checkpoint rest town, and he'll end up in Batal. So if he's not here, what you've got to do is you've got to sit here and wait for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. I don't know his exact cycle. I think it might be 7 days in each town. I'm not 100%. But keep, waiting a day or two, look for him, wait a day or two, and look for him until eventually he's here. Okay, once he's here, you're ready to unload for insane profit. So the one thing about this game is that certain items are worth different amounts, but whether you're in Batal or whether you're in the northern half of the map. And it just so happens that I think this is a glitch, honestly. Like, there's no way. It's so crazy that they would just basically add a 0 to everything. So the way this works is they just added a 0 basically to all of these items' prices when selling. So normally what happens is these items are worth 17 and then 35 for the ripened. Ripened ones are actually worth more, so it's good to ripen them. But when you go sell to this guy or certain merchants in Batal, then, I mean, maybe it's intended, but something tells me it's not intended to just buy apples and then fast travel and then make like 7x on your apples or more. But you can sell the ripened ones for 350 a piece when you paid 50 for them. So you unload those, there's 3,500, there's 3,500. Now these ones, you can unload them for 170, or what you can do is then you sell whatever is already ripened, then you take the rest and have them in your inventory so they can rot, and then you sit here and you wait time for, say, 2 days at a time, and then let more of them will ripen, and then you just unload the rest, and you just kind of keep repeating this. So I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit here. We're going to go night, and then we're going to go day, and by then, hopefully, they'll be ripened and not rotten. So let's stand up, take a look. Okay, good. He's still here. So we're going to sell to him, and now we can sell the rest, although we probably have to wait one more day for these last two, but I'm not going to waste your time on that. You get the point, right? Okay, this is the starter intro way, right? This right here, you're already at like 100 to 150,000 gold per hour, but it ends up being a lot less gold because it just takes so long to fast travel by ox cart, and then take an ox cart here, and then load up, and then ox cart back, and then, oh no, he's not here. You got to wait a bunch of time. You got to, it adds up a lot at the wasted time having to trade to this guy. So ideally, you don't trade to this guy. Ideally, what you do is you get it to where you can fast travel to Batal, but there's no port crystal. But something to keep in mind is we're going to be making so much money doing this that fairy stones are not expensive anymore. 10,000 gold, that's nothing. That's literally nothing at this point with the numbers that we're playing with. So you can just go to Batal and put down a port crystal, which I'll explain how to get 2 of those. But you'll go to Batal, and some or all the merchants here will also pay that price. So we can go over to this guy, and you'll see the apples and the grapes. They're worth 170, which is one of the only items that does it. The only other ones I'm aware of are figs, and I forget the name of the other one. Start with a Q. If you take those to the northern region, it's the same kind of thing, but there's no vendors that I could find that, do the same thing in reverse. So it's crazy. Like, maybe it's intended, but I call this one a glitch because there's no way they intend to just buy these, teleport, sell these, and make more money than anything else you can do in the entire game. Okay, so now the thing is we need 2 port crystals in order to get this, perfected. So in order to get these, there's 2. There's more than 2. There's not a lot of information out on where to get them, so there's 2 that I know of right now. Well, there's 3 actually that I know of. The main story, that Brant guy will give you one, so if you have that one, hell yeah, you've already got one. Then you'll need another one. The easiest one to get is right here is a griffin nest. 2 ways to get there. You can take this path right here. It's really hard to find your way through, but then you can get to the griffin's nest, and it just has one sitting in there. That's the easy one. The other, and also you can also ride a griffin. You can run around and look for the griffin and get on his back, and then eventually he'll fly you around everywhere and then land in the nest. You can also get to it that way, which is really cool to do. I'd recommend doing it just for funsies, and it's an achievement for that. But then the other port crystal is way over here. There's the Bay Wayside Shrine. And there's a guy in here where you can trade, there's like worm crystals or something they're called. You get them from killing dragons, and 20 of them will get you a port crystal. He only has 1. So you can kill a dragon, or kill 2 dragons. There's 1 dragon up here by this Querco cavern. I think he hangs out right around here usually. Kill that guy, he'll give you like 10. There's also a merchant that roams this road. I usually find him between here and here. And they'll have 3 at a time, and you have to rest like 9 days in a row for them to restock, and then you run up and go talk to them again. They're 5,000 each. But with how much money we make doing this, not a big deal. You know, you can just do that. Go here, sit on a bench for 9 days, and then go again. And that's how I got enough for it, doing it that way. And I killed the dragon over here. And then, you know, between all 3 of those, you get your 2 port crystals. Then what you do is you put 1 port crystal in front of the inn here. There's an inn right here, which we're going to need in order to withdraw our apples and grapes, you know, quickly. You want to try to do this as reasonably quickly as possible. You don't want to rush. You can rush yourself if you want. You don't have to. But you put 1 there. You can always pick these up later, by the way, so it's not stuck there forever. So when you're done making money, you can pick up your port crystals and go use them somewhere else. And then obviously the other one is you're going to want to put it in Melv. So then the way this rotation works is you'll come here with apples and grapes. You'll go to this guy. Welcome. And the first time you see him, you'll go ahead and buy a fairy stone, and then you'll also sell any ripened grapes or ripened apples. You'll go grab the rest of the apples and grapes out of storage, and then over at the inn here, after you grab them out of storage, there's a bench right in front of the inn. You'll sit here for 2 or 3 days to ripen up the apples and grapes. You'll go sell more, come back, ripen up the rest of them, go sell them. By then, he'll have restocked the fairy stone, and you buy a second fairy stone, and that will cover traveling back and forth. Now, you can't use a fairy stone when there's something above your head, and just in some places it doesn't let you use it. I would just run out here to make sure it'll let me use it. And then you get out here, and you pop another fairy stone, and you head back to the port crystal at Melv, which, you know, first time you'll have to take ox carts or go to the capital and take an ox cart to go put down the portal the first time, but after that, it's just fast travel back and forth. And now you are all set for the end game way, which is 300,000 gold per hour. So now we're back in Melv, and now we would just start repeating the process. We go in here, talk to them, go in here, buy the grapes, buy the apples, and then we go sit on that bench, wait for the day to pass, and then buy again and again and again. Go and put them in here once they're about to rot. Just like summarizing here. Put them in here when they get to the point they're about to rot, and then start getting more until your storage is completely full. So fast forward about 5 minutes or something, maybe it was closer to 10. I've almost got this thing full. I'm sure you want to see this stuff get unloaded. But real fast, I want to say again that I've tested this inside and out. This is going to be about 300,000 gold per hour after the fees of the fairy stones and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to go faster. I've got this down to like a speedrun science, and it gets you around 6,000 gold per minute, which is about 360,000 per hour, but you got to buy the fairy stones, so, you know, and you lose a little bit of time here and there for little things, so about 300,000 gold per hour. So again, if you see it anywhere else and people just copy me, which they're going to, by the way, but if you see them lie to you, that's the only thing I'm not okay. I don't mind. Everyone's going to copy everyone. That's YouTube. That's how it works. But I just hate when people copy and then will say it's 1 million, or they're going to tell you it's 500,000. It's just not. It's 300,000 gold per hour. Fact. 6,000 per minute. So I just used the fairy stone to get over to Back Batal. I'm going to withdraw the ripened ones first, so that way I can still move. I won't be overweight while running with everything. And now we're going to go over and talk to Isaac. Like I said before, we're going to buy a fairy stone first, and then we're going to sell. And there's 12,000 gold. There's 12,000 gold. And now we got to go grab the other ones and ripen them. So now I've got them in my inventory. Time to skip ahead about 2 days or so. Now we head back to Isaac. We got another 55 of each to sell. That's almost 20,000 gold plus another 20,000 gold. I got a little bit more. Got to go ripen real fast. Fast forward another day or so. And there's the last ones. Another 7,000 and another 7,000. And hopefully by now, he's got another fairy stone I can buy, so I can fast travel back, and I am good to repeat the cycle again and again and again. Ideally, again, you're going to want to have maxed out 100 apples, grapes, and as many ripened as you can before you go, just to save on the cost of the fairy stone. But you don't want to have to wait and ripen them before you go. You can if you want. You can try to do it that way, but it's all going to be about the same amount per hour, roughly. And there you have it. That is the fastest way to get gold in Dragon's Dogma 2, unless some actual crazy glitches found. If there is, by all means, I'll post about it and let you guys know. But this one was Kibble's gaming exclusive. I found this one on my own. I didn't even get the 2 weeks early access. So shame on you people who got 2 weeks early access. You should have known. But hopefully it helps you out, guys, because I don't know about you, but I was sick and tired of farming gold to get late game items where they're all like 30,000 gold each. And it's like, oh, I got to go farm for like an hour or two just to come back and buy like some pants, you know what I mean? And then, oh, I need for my pawn too. So, oh god, it was you're looking at a lot of dread there. Now instead, you can just farm this out for about an hour or two, maybe 3, and then you'll have enough gold to last you pretty much the entire game, and then you can just play the game and not have to deal with going out to get gold in order to buy certain things that you want. And if that ruins the game for you, by all means, don't use it. I just wanted to let you know it's an option. Hopefully helps you out. It definitely helps me out, so I don't have to deal with this. I can now fast travel whenever I want. I can throw fairy stones at any problem, go wherever I want, whenever I want, buy anything I want. And for me, that makes this game a lot more enjoyable and a lot easier and just a lot better for me. But, you know, to each their own, whichever way you want to do it. But now you know. Hopefully helps you out. Now you know how to make 300,000 gold per hour. Currently the fastest way to make gold in Dragon's Dogma 2.